Let me start with a real moment. A senior leader said to me, "My team is strong, but when the pressure hits, they stop telling me the truth. Not because they're incapable, not because they don't care. They stop telling the truth because trust is shaky and the cost of speaking up is too high." That is where leadership gets very expensive. Because when trust drops, speed drops, decisions slow down, risks surface late, meetings multiply, leaders become the bottleneck, not because they want control, but because the team no longer feels safe to move without them. And that is what we mean by the ROI of trust. In 2026, trust is not a nice to have. It's part of your operational infrastructure. If you want fast execution, stable accountability, and a culture that holds under pressure, you need trust. And here's the part some people still resist. Empathy and EQ are not soft skills. They are execution skills. They are what keep the truth flowing early, when problems are small and solvable, not late, when they become expensive and highly political. You can usually spot low trust without a survey. Here's what it looks like. Everyone wants another meeting before they decide. People document everything, not for clarity, but to cover their butts. Leaders get copied on everything because no one wants to be the one who chose. Problems show up late, packaged as surprise. Your best people quietly start burning out because carrying culture is exhausting. Now let's compare that with high trust environment. People praise risks early. Decisions are made closer to the actual work. Feedback is direct, respectful, and timely. Accountability is clear without micromanagement. And leaders stop rescuing and start building capability. That is the ROI, less drag, more momentum. A lot of leadership habits were built for a world where control was the main risk management strategy. We live in a different world now. Work is more complex, more distributed, and more faster moving. Many teams are blending human expertise with AI-enabled workflows. If everything has to run through one person, the whole system slows down. So the shift from control to collaboration is necessary. That does not mean that we are lowering standards. It means building a culture where people can think, decide, and act with confidence because expectations are clear and trust is real. At Sage and Summit, we call our approach the Velvet Hammer. High standards, real care, tough and human. And here's what it looks like in practice. Number one, clear expectations. Ambiguity creates politics. Clarity creates momentum. Direct feedback without the edge. You can be candid without being harsh. People do not fear honesty. They fear humiliation. Accountability that builds capability. Accountability is never punishment. It's a coaching moment with a standard attached. And then finally, calm under pressure. Calm is very contagious. Panic is contagious too. Moods are contagious. And leaders set the emotional weather. So that is people-centered leadership. Leadership with backbone. Let me give you a common pattern that we see in high-pressure sectors. The team is being talented, delivery is happening, and the culture is uptight. Issues are surfacing late, people are hedging, managers are doing too much rescuing, everybody's tired, and somehow the easy fixes never stick. So what's really happening is quite simple. Speaking up feels risky. So we focus on leader behavior, not slogans. Two shifts create this change. Number one, how leaders respond to bad news. Always try curiosity first. Ask a few more questions. 2, solve the problem second, and accountability always. If the first reaction is blame and shame, people learn to hide. If the first reaction is disciplined curiosity, people learn it's safe to tell the truth early. Second, how leaders deliver feedback. Respect, direct, and consistent, and timely. When those 2 shifts land, escalation gets a lot easier, and it happens a lot earlier. Decision-making gets cleaner, and the team stops waiting for permission to act. That, my friends, is EQ doing the real work. And if you want trust to translate into performance, you need repeatable leadership moves. Here are 3. 1, ask for risk, not status. In your next meeting, let's replace these status updates with this question. What are we not saying yet? And what do we need to move it forward? This reduces performance theater and increases early problem solving. 2, make decision rights explicit. Who decides, who advises, and who executes? When decision rights are fuzzy, trust drops and politics rise. Politics are a nightmare. And when decision rights are clear, people move and leaders stop being the bottleneck. And thirdly, this is a leadership moment that sets your culture faster than any workshop. You want to guess? How you show up when bad news shows up. If your reflex is blame and shame, people will hide. If your reflex is curiosity with accountability, people will escalate earlier. So if you're heading into 2026 and you want faster execution without burning out your leaders, the path is not more pressure. It's more capacity. Trust is how you create capacity. Empathy and EQ is how you protect performance under stress. If you want support building that kind of leadership, please direct message me, speak to us. We have tools. If this topic hit home, here's the question that I want you to sit with. When the pressure hits, do your people tell the truth early or not? Because your answer is already showing you the ROI of trust. So I hope to hear from you soon. We'll chat later.